Already started. All right, from Team Blue, baby, this is going to be, let me get these teams right. I do believe Team Blue is going to be, Team Blue is, that's a lot of pressure. Our red team is Rush Deathbringer. So far, we've got Yamoja, Isis, and Achilles coming out from our boys in blue with a Yorm first pick. We have got Thor, Heim, and Kukulkan from our boys in red band looking at a Camazotz potential pick right now. Okay. Fantastic. So far, so good, ladies and gentlemen. This is our round of 8 game. This is our second round of 8 game that we'll be showing today. The winner of this will move on to the semifinals, which will be played on next Sunday. Next Sunday, we will have both semifinals matches broadcasted, followed by the finals, which will be a best of 3. Winner of that finals matches does get cash. There is money for winning the tournament. All right, locking in a Xingqian Camazotz, seeing a lot of different picks coming out at the start of this round, ladies and gentlemen. Camazotz and Xingqian, presumably, well, they have a lot of roles they could be. Could be Kama Jungle, Kama Solo, could be Xingqian Solo, Xingqian Support. They've got a lot of options there. Probably going to be a Jorm Solo is where he's best. But just because it's Jorm Solo is where he's best doesn't mean he won't be support. Not a bad support either. Thinking about the Arachne pick here for the jungle. Haven't quite decided yet. And Bacchus. Bacchus being a very popular pick this tournament. Very popular. We've seen him picked. If he gets locked in right here, we've seen Bacchus picked in every single game now, which I think is fascinating. We've seen him perform very well so far this tournament. So absolutely nothing against it. Looks like that will probably be a Jorm Solo Bacchus support. And now they're looking at that Ratatasker jungle, ladies and gentlemen. Finishing up this first round of picks over here for our boys in red. A Merlin would be the first Merlin that we've seen so far. Will they lock it in? Merlin, a little bit of a high skill cap god. Definitely reminiscent of some SPL level play, some professional play. Could have a hard time against a Ratatasker, potentially. But not a bad pick if they decide to go for it. Ooh, Thoth gonna go with a little bit safer play. Get that longer dash to be prepped and ready. All right. Our team in blue looks like they probably need a mid lane and a hunter. So we'll pay attention to their bans. Our team in red looks like they're going to need a hunter and a, well, support and or solo. Looks like Team Blue opted not to ban anything. Going with a Merlin ban after they didn't pick it. That's interesting. Jor opting to pick Thoth and ban the Merlin. Team Blue going ahead and ban Jingwei. Get a hunter off the board that they don't want to deal with. Wrapping up some of our ban action here. What do we got? Persephone. Excuse me. I misspoke on that first one. It was red that banned first, not blue. So blue is going to go ahead and ban that Uller, getting a double ADC ban. Persephone Merlin bans coming out from the team in red, not wanting to deal with those mid laners. Definitely different target focuses right there. Cernanos coming online for the hunter. Good hunter pick, particularly when some of your other characters are banned, perhaps, like the Uller and Jingwei. Absolutely nothing against the Cernanos. One of my favorite mid-hunter picks as well. Scylla. Will we see the monster herself come out onto the battlefield? It looks like we just might. Yes, we are. Apollo and Scylla. Love those two picks coming in here at the end. Two of my favorite picks, actually. Looks like we'll probably see a Bacchus Apollo lane. Scylla jungle. Sorry, Scylla jungle. Scylla mid, Rat jungle, and Jorm solo. Over on the other side, looks like we're going to see... Ooh. Will that be a locked-in Thanatos? Looking like it's going to be a Xingqian Cern duo lane. Thoth mid, Kama solo, and potentially Thanatos jungle. Will they lock it in? Tomahawk Woojer, it's your move. Your choices. So many choices before you. Nobody can counterpick. This is the final little lock-in, taking all the time that they have to decide if this is the official pick that they want. Will it be the Thanatos? Yes, it will be the Thanatos. Two very interesting team comps coming in right now. If I had to give an edge to one team comp in particular, I would give it to our boys in red. I'm feeling like they've got a pretty safe comp. Camazot's able to get out. They've got good peel with the Xing Tian, good aggression. On the other hand, we have seen Bacchus perform very well this tournament. Very, very well. Thank you, Edwin, dude, for the 12-month resub. Do appreciate it. We've seen some pretty dang solid Bacchus plays this day. Okay. Now we got to wait for this game to go ahead and pull us in, ladies and gentlemen. This will be our last streamed game of the day. Our last round of 8 match that we will be watching, ladies and gentlemen. Hope everybody has enjoyed the start of our tournament series. Hopefully we'll be keeping this going throughout Season 7, guys, all year long. I'm very excited to give some opportunities, some prizes, some cash, some fun, some publicity to all of our amazing community members. You know, showcase some fun, have a good time, give people a little like fun, extra bonus competitiveness, you know, to their game. You know, all good fun and meeting other Twitchy members and having a good time. Of course, remember that you too can play in these games. Never forget, you don't just have to watch. This is a tournament that you can be a part of. So if you ever have a desire to do that, you just got to make sure you're a Twitch sub and go to the Discord where you will find the sign-up sheet. Okay, now we got to get these team names already while we're waiting. We have got Team Red is going to be, I got to get this right again. Tomahawk is on the right side, and that is that's Rush Deathbringer, right? Tomahawk, Team 3, yep. So these guys are going to be Rush Deathbringer. And the other squad is going to be That's a Lot of Pressure. Fantastic. I clicked the P button again. Apparently every time you click P when you're typing in the team names, it does that. Who would have thunk? All right, let's get these all organized. We've got our supports up top. We've got our junglers here. We've got our mid laners and our... Wait, I should probably do it like this, huh? Get duo up there. Jungle, solo, bam. All right. Already got some pressure over here in the solo lane. Kama and Jorm already poking each other. No friendly starts to this one, folks. They're getting it started right off. I think I've decided I actually like the map better with the trees on. I'll let you guys decide. We could turn the trees off or have them on. I think the map's more aesthetic with the map on, but if you guys find it hard to watch, if you think things get in the way, we can turn the trees off. But personally, I think it kind of looks cooler with the trees on. I think it looks more aesthetic. But obviously, it's up to you guys. Right into the duo lane. We get some nice little pressure over here. We're going to see Rush Deathbringer just getting the better of that clear. Nothing too crazy. We're getting right now a majority of trees on right now. So, okay. Bada bing, bada boom. Nothing too crazy. Pretty passive start right now. People going to do their red buffs. Duo lane might get a little bit involved over here. Might get a little bit. Rush Deathbringer has pressure with their Xing Tian Cernanos over the Apollo Bacchus right now. In solo lane, we've got a nice little totem fight going on. Jorm is level 2, which might let him get some pressure on this Camazot. It's hard to kill a Camazot early game, to be fair. Hard to kill a Jorm in the early game, you know what I'm saying? Mid lane could break out into a little fight over these mid harpies. Thanatos not going to be able to secure either of them. Apollo stuck in this lane by himself while Bacchus was off in the jungle for a second. But he's going to come back and give him a quick save. Not going to let too much pressure be on him. Speaking of pressure, though, we have our first jungle rotation of the game. Good blink stun onto the Xing 10. Good root, though, coming out from Cernanos to self-peel, baby. Very nice play. Good shell to prevent that damage. Very, very nice. Back over into solo lane. Camazot's not happy that he got pressure on him in the early game. So he's going to go ahead and push and bully this Jorm right back out, using his sustain from that 2. Once again, a good 2. Going to give him super easy sustain to stay in that lane. Thanatos trying to make a move over here to help out his boys in duo. It's going to be pretty hard. If he gets like a blink scythe, though, could be something. That's a really aggressive play, but he's going to grab the first blood underneath the tier 1 tower. Apollo going to get a cleanup kill. Might be able to get 2 cleanup kills with the tower. Oh, man. Good play underneath the tower from the Thanatos to get that, but Apollo going to grab 2 of his own. Honestly, pretty even trade. A first blood for a double kill. You can see that gold going to remain pretty static. Almost a completely even trade in terms of gold. XP-wise, though, Ratatasker probably going to be able to get a bigger lead. Ooh, we missed a kill there. Mid lane rotation from the Thoth onto the Jorm to give him a pick-off. That could be problematic for them. Camazot's over there again. Already had good pressure. Might be able to find himself a little bit of a bully over in that solo lane now. That's a lot of pressure, making good plays. But Rush Deathbringer not letting them go unchecked. Everybody going back to getting some farm. Check out some of these builds. We can see that both Scylla and Thoth have opted for the full boot start. Gonna be heading into that Doom Orb. Nobody going Bancrofts or anything crazy. Pretty standard actives coming out. We see the beads and the Aegises, the Heavenlies, the shells. Ooh, a big Thoth ult for poke onto the Ratatasker. Gonna bring him down to half health. Unfortunately, not able to find a follow-up onto it, but there's a fight breaking out in the duo lane. Bacchus trying to get pressure onto this Cern, but not gonna be able to find the finish on that. Cern gonna be able to walk away, although still very low. We see the rotation potentially coming over. They pinged him because they know that he's there. Thanatos is going to try to put him down. Just barely going to get that ultimate off is the Ratatasker to get out of that one. Thoth is very low on mana in this mid lane. Otherwise, he probably could have tried to dive in and help. Thanatos, though, not scared of anything. I think Bacchus might have flopped in there. Not going to hit the scythe, though. Going to have to back away after missing that scythe, but good opportunities. Good pressure from both teams' junglers right now around the map. Really, the only lane that seems to be getting kind of bullied right now is this solo lane. Level 6 Camazotz versus level 4 Jorm. Jorm's got to be a little bit careful about getting dove under tower. He is level 5 now, so he can use his ulti to kind of dive away. Now that they both have their damage immune ultis, they should be able to basically live through each other outside of any pretty big misplays. If Kama hits a 2 on him right here, they could be able to work something out. Double rotations coming out. Rush Deathbringer's mid laner, as well as that's a lot of pressure's jungler coming over into this solo lane. Nobody gonna really find anything there, though. Just a little bit of poke. Both teams got a little scared. Thoth might look for the ulti. He thought about it. Scylla getting a good root combo onto Thoth. Not going to be able to reach him with the ultimate, though. Good attempt. Jorm, very low HP. Going to be finding himself going deep. Thanatos going to ulti out. Actually might be able to find himself a Jorm if he gets it. Yep. Didn't quite get the execute, but he will find the kill. Meanwhile, in dual lane, we have pressure over here as well. Cernanos living with 1 HP, getting himself heavenly agility out of that mess. Xing 10's heavenly is now down. But once again, nobody dying over in the dual lane. Good pressure from that, a lot of pressure, but not quite enough to kill. Good plays all around the map, though. Very low HPs. Just barely living through some of this stuff. Back to farming. Take a look at how even this graph is right now. 200 gold difference. That is it, ladies and gentlemen. As well as a 1300 XP difference, which is essentially nothing. This game is dead even here at the 6-minute marker. Ratatasker has that Acorn finished, moving into what could be a hi-rez, a Heartseeker, Transcendence. A lot of potential there for him. A lot of good items. We see the cooldown boots and the Warrior's Blessing stacked on Jorm. Camazotz has his Warrior's Blessing stacked. Thanatos went the attack speed boots on Thanatos. Interesting build there. Ratatasker finding himself slightly out of position, but not for long with the Bacchus rotation. Gonna be... Oh! Thanatos hitting the scythe, giving him just enough lifesteal to stay alive. Xingtian not able to connect with the ultimate. Bacchus will find his man, though, getting him nice and drunk. A 1-for-1 trade. Jungle for jungle. Thoth looking potentially for a pick-off ultimate there in the mid lane. Scylla, though, might find a little aggressive path here onto the Thoth as he wasn't paying attention. Not able to connect with the two, but able to connect with the root under the tower and had a backups for the follow-up if he needed it. Good play there from the Scylla hitting that root. Good plays. Little bit too greedy from Jor. Very nice. Two level 7s going here, bopping each other. The Xingtian will be here first, but he's not going to need his friend. He's dashing in. That's Apollo's beads down. Not going to be able to connect on the kill, but a beads down is always good. Forcing an active will give the Xingtian opportunities. Xingtian is down 2 levels right now, which could be problematic for him. Bacchus performing very well this tournament. 3rd game in a row that Bacchus seems to be having a good time. Little totem action over here. Camazotz just going to waddle right on away. No big deal. Apollo looking to play aggressive on the man that took his active. Trying to ulti back into him. Didn't find him, but he did get the whole wave, so he didn't miss out on any XP from his back. Not a bad use of his ultimate. Beads will be down on Thoth for a full minute, so he's got to be careful about that. Beads are down on Apollo for 2 minutes. Bacchus just looking to be aggressive as Bacchus does. A little Xingtian poke over there on the Ratatasker. Xingtian still level 5. He's going to have to find himself some XP. Got level 6. Bacchus is going to be hitting level 8 though soon. He's going to need to make sure he's focusing a little bit more on farming. He's been doing a great job peeling, but hasn't quite kept up in farm. Also opting to go first item Void Stone. Very different, very aggressive. Not having the boots might cause him some pain in that XP department. Ratatasker looking at Thanatos and deciding better about it. He's at half health. That's a Thanatos. He did the math. He realized that Scythe's going to do about half his health. So he's going to stick away from that one. Bacchus, on the other hand, not so afraid of that Scythe. He can take it to the dome. He's drunk. He won't even feel a thing. Rotations over to the right lane, though. Thoth looking for the ulti. Will he be able to land it on Jorm? He will. Jorm tries to pop his ulti to get out of that. Unfortunately, standing still, giving Thoth that nice free lineup. Good pickup from our Rush Deathbringer boys. Bacchus getting himself a flop over here on the Thanatos. Quick kill, but lots of Thoth damage through that wall. They're going to have to be careful. Scylla is level 11. They're going to find the follow-up on the Xingtian. Will they be able to land this Scylla ult? Yes, they will. Xingtian going to find the ulti, but unfortunately throwing him away from his team. He should have really thrown him towards the Thoth. Not going to matter, though, because Cern's going to find a great follow-up ulti. Thoth's going to chase out Scylla. Won't be able to kill him with this poke, but landing all 3 shots, getting Scylla down to like 20% HP. Good rotations from both teams. Pretty even trade once again, though. Scylla has a slight XP lead over Thoth, but Thoth right now finding some good kills. Another potential 1v1 opportunity here for our hunters. Cern and Apollo taking a gander at each other. Apollo does have that wave clear, so he's free to go aggressive if he wants to, but Xingtian rotating over. My boy Xingtian hasn't gotten an ounce of XP, but his rotations have been on point, being where his team needs him. Just needs to do a better job at finding some experience. Positioning for helping his team, though, very good. Thanatos barely finding the ult out of there. He's thinking about going back in. He's literally crazy, but he's going to land the scythe, get a big heal off of that. Not going to be dead, but the Scylla just barely not landing the 2. Looks like Thanatos popped this 2 there to get that bonus movement speed. Just barely got him out of dodge. Ratatasker rotating over onto the solo lane. Camazotz very low on HP. Gonna find himself too low to get out of there on mana and HP. Gonna find himself in the floor, even though his ultimate was up. Thoth officially at his super annoying poke stage of the game, but Bacchus isn't afraid of no poke. flopping him in after the dash. Good play. The Shing 10 ulti, if he throws him back to his team, could be a free kill onto this Bacchus. Good combo right there. Nice follow-up with the Thoth ult. Oh, the Scylla's going to land on the Thanatos, though. She's going to get the reset. Missed the reset. Thoth dash is down. She's going to land the root. Have to pop the beads on that Thoth. But great combos coming out there from Scylla. Ratatasker, don't do it. Don't do it. He's going to do it. He's crazy. No follow-up onto him, but boy, golly, that was... Oh, Scylla's dashing it. She's going to go for the 2, and she's going to land it. Ratatasker actually baiting out the Thoth dash to go for him. Scylla dashing back in against him, getting himself a pickup kill onto that Thoth. Good play from Callum. Good play. Very, very nice. You'll love to see it. And we reset back to farming. 12 minutes into the game. 2,000 gold lead for our blue boys. They may be a lot of pressure, but they seem to be handling it so well. 2,000 XP difference. Really, that's basically even. The gold difference is much bigger at this point. As far as objectives go, nobody's even attempted a portal, Gold Fury, nothing. So, just right now, team fight stage. Neither team feeling comfortable enough with their lead in order to go for anything. We've got a little Bacchus flop on this mid-harpy, trying to find himself something. He's just trying to get a little credit. He knows that Thanatos isn't going to be able to kill him. No worries there. Eventually, these solo laners are going to have to start rotating into this fight. As we can see, Camazot's starting his rotation over. It looks like it's just about that time, eh? Starting to get grouped a little bit here. Both teams deciding that apparently I've talked about not doing the Gold Fury, so they want to come to the Gold Fury. Great poke onto the Camazots. Forget about poke. Great kill onto the Camazots, putting him down before he could even get the ultimate off. Very nice. Thanatos' ulti is down. He did use it during that little engagement. Great kill. Jorm getting himself in a little bit of trouble here. Down to half health, but they do have a nice 5v4 with that Thanatos ult down. Ratatasker looking for some pressure, immediately following up with that Scylla ult. Thoth has Aegis, but it's not going to be enough to help him live. He's going to be put down. Blue has got a lot of pressure right now. Great Scylla 2, followed up by the Apollo auto attack for that kill. And pressure, putting the pressure upon the other team. Maybe they shouldn't have rushed that Deathbringer. Tomahawk, though, getting himself a nice pickup kill in the back line. Even though his ultimate was down, his blink had been up, picking off the Scylla, taking away their potential secure. This Gold Fury may be stealable, but not if he gets put down before the Gold Fury ever gets done. They're putting a lot of pressure onto this Thana. He will be put down. Good play from the team to decide to get the kill. Not risk a 50-50 there on that Gold Fury. And as far as the gold differential, now we've got a 4K XP difference, a 4K gold difference. The first real lead of the game goes to That's a Lot of Pressure, but this is absolutely not over yet. We've got a level 13 Thoth. We have a 2-level lead from the Camazots on the solo lane side. He may be 0, 2, and 2, but he's farming his brains out right now, ladies and gentlemen. Farming his brains out. Doing a very good job keeping that lead. A Camazots with a big XP lead can be problematic later in the game. Bacchus positioning himself well to try to come help out his boy over here. Wasn't able to go get that buff, but I like the idea. Right now, for Rush Deathbringer, they really need to abuse the fact that they've got some good poke with this Thoth. They're going to need to get a team fight off that has both Thoth and Camazot in it. They're going to need both of their big boys to make this happen. As far as pressure, they need to utilize right now their Scylla. Their Scylla is huge. Their Scylla Bacchus / Scylla Rat combos have been very strong. They've had very good setup for her ultimates, for her crushes, for her roots. Lots of good stuff. Thoth thinking he's got to pick up on this Apollo might find himself out of position. Nope. Apollo really was out of position as they both dive in. Both dashes are down now on CERN and Apollo, though. So if and CERN and Thoth. So if Rat and Scylla can find something here, they might be able to get a little pick off. Get rid of these trees because they're in our way. Shintan throwing the ulti towards his team. Got to be careful though, buddy. He only picked up a Bacchus. Scylla not landing on her ultimate. Ratatasker ulting away. Jorm ulti down as well. Extremely low Sternanos in the backline, but he's going to get away. Jorm has no way out of this mess. So he's going to find himself down. Great team fight coming out from Rush Deathbringer. Thoth still has his ulti up. They might be able to get pressure, but Callum's trying to bait out the root combo. He hits the root. Doesn't hit the root, but Bacchus finishes it up with a burp. The crush was enough. Camazot's chasing this Scylla down right now. That 2 might be enough with the Aegis, though. Not going to get out of there. Aegis down on Scylla. Ratatasker stayed in the back line. He might find himself being too greedy. He was being greedy, but there's an Apollo ulti following up on that Thanatos. Switching back over to the mid lane, we've got Bacchus with absolutely no mana getting dove by the solo laner right now, but they're going to call it a day. Thanatos finding himself out of position, going for that Ratatasker earlier, but he lands the Scythe. Gets himself a quarter heal back, and Apollo is back underneath the tier 2 tower. Great series of plays coming out from both teams. Most importantly, though, for Rush Deathbringer right there, they needed that fight in order to get themselves back in this game, and they're going to find themselves a portal for their troubles, ladies and gentlemen. Good little objective for them. Help them get some map pressure with their speed from the base if they need to back. They did a good job abusing the fact that their Camazots is large and their Thoth hits hard. 17 minutes into this game. Take another look at our graphs. 2K at 17 minutes. That is nothing. This game, for all intents and purposes, is dead even. Continuing to struggle in the XP department, though, we see Xing10. He's only died 1 time. He's not feeding or anything. He just is having a hard time finding some XP. He's been spending a lot of this game saving his teammates, which ain't a bad idea. Ratatasker blink dash down. Might find himself in a bad spot. He knows he's in a bad spot, so he's going to ulti himself out of there. Thanatos trying to collapse on that. Probably not going to be able to find anything there. All these teams just kind of resetting. Camazot's free farming over in the solo lane. This is why he has such a big XP lead. You can see him with a 5-level lead in the solo lane, but Cernanos putting himself out of position, getting too far ahead of his tanks. Won't be able to find a pickoff, though. That's a lot of pressure. Or will they? Apollo's fueling himself. Will he go for it? He sees that the entire team is there. He knows that he probably could have gotten the kill, but he definitely would have died for it. Not interested in that 1-for-1 trade. Okay. Very nice. Very nice. Okay. And back to the farming department. But they have once again cleaned up some of the gold, folks. Look at this. Only a 1,000 gold deficit here for Rush Deathbringer. They were down upwards of 3K at one point. Not bad at all, baby. Not bad at all. The Gold Fury will be spawning momentarily. Deathbringer wants to get themselves all set up for it. They're trying to get prepped and ready, getting out that ward vision. Most of their actives are up except for Cernanos' beads. On the flip side, almost all their actives are up. They're just basically going to be waiting for Ratatasker blink, if anything. Camazot's playing aggressive because he knows he can, because he's got such a big XP lead, getting some pressure on that Ratatasker. Thanatos in the air looking for a pickoff. They're going to land on the Bacchus. They're going to be able to get him. They used a couple of ults for him. Thanatos ult and Xing10 ult, but honestly, not a bad trade. 2 ultimates for the support when you're trying to get set up for an objective. They do need to be careful. The Scylla is there in the back line, going to be getting a good zone out from that Camazot's perfect play. Securing with the Thothel on the Gold Fury, no problems whatsoever. Rat not going to be able to land that ulti because Camazot's ultied himself right on out. Good plays from Rush Deathbringer going ahead and evening up this game. Good root there from Scylla onto both those boys. Unfortunately, they're not going to have any follow-up for it because everybody was kind of resetting. But not bad at all. Not bad at all. All right, let's get these trees back up here. Let's get this aesthetic going. Yeah, Smite aesthetics. All right. And we're going back into the farm department. We're going to have red creeps coming out here for Deathbringer in all 3 lanes, so we're going to have pressure deal with that, which means they might be able to get some nice little tower push here. Might be able to find a little bit of ooh, good Aegis coming out from Apollo, but staying underneath this tower. I think he's trying to bait for his Bacchus and Rat to get here, trying to save that tower. Not going to be able to do it long enough, but the Bacchus will get here on the Thanatos. Thanatos is going to find himself in a really bad spot. Probably going to be getting picked off here. There's the blink from Ratatasker to finish it up. They've got a Apollo ulti. Let's watch the boy come in. Trying to land on the Cern. Not going to make it, but he's going in. He hits the Mez. He's going in. That's a beat. And Aegis down on Cern. A great Bacchus flop. Hitting it up right there. Going to be able to put down that Cernanos. Fantastic. Great job. Bacchus looking in at this boy. Will they be able to find the Camazots? They will not. He'll be ultied away, but will they follow with the Scylla ult rattle? Great. Oh, my goodness. Great attempt at the combo. But Camazot's going to use his 3 to get out of there. Thoth now finding himself out of position. uses the Aegis to no avail. What became a tier 1 tower down for Pressure looks like it's going to be a tier 2 tower down for the Deathbringers squad. Any gold lead that they had just regained, they have lost again with this tier 2 tower going down. About a 2.5k lead again for Pressure. You can see that little bit of spike there. Whoop! Right back up on the spike. They had evened it out completely, and now they have lost that lead again. Great use of these ultimate combos coming out from Pressure right now. A little bit more individual style play from Rush Deathbringer. Nothing wrong with that. It's been working for them pretty well. But just slightly, they're having a little bit of struggles in these team fights. Just a little bit. They've got a lot of singular pressure coming out from their Camazots in the back line. And they've got some good damage coming out from Thoth. Let's take a gander at these damage numbers. We can see Scylla at 13,700 and Thoth, both these mid laners, putting out the DPS, doing their best MLC stealth impressions and grabbing those top damage numbers. Rush Deathbringer going to go ahead and get themselves a portal, though. Bacchus putting himself in a bad spot. They're using a lot of ultimates on this Bacchus. That's 4 ultis down for 1 support player. A kill's a kill at the end of the day, and they got the portal. It's going to help them catch up a little bit, but they do need to kind of be careful, reset a little bit, just in case Pressure looks for an engagement here. They've got all of their ultimates up. Not a horrible idea for our boys in blue to be looking for a little fight right now. Speaking of little fights, Ratatasker are playing pretty far back, just trying to find somebody farming out of position. He will be behind them with the Jorm. Thoth's got to be careful. He's really far forward for what abilities they have up. His dash is already down. Ratatasker coming in for the ulti on him. Not going to connect, though. Thoth is going to be, just not going to be enough to get him out of there. Going to find himself, like we said, out of position. Xing Chen trying to frontline for his team, but he's only level 13. He's going to have to be careful. Thanatos trying to come in for the ulti. He does get a double ulti, but will he be able to secure the kill in time to get the heal before he dies? He lands the auto attack on the Jorm and stealth. It's going to be enough. Ratatasker down to half health with no ultimate. This fight is going to continue onward. Apollo dashing in and getting a double mez off, getting a lot of damage onto Thanatos. Thanatos, though, had his beads at the ready to get out of that and look for the kill. Apollo potentially ulting out or back onto this Thanatos. If I'm Apollo, I ulti back for that Thanaboy. He's got a whole lot down right now. Looks like he's not going to find anybody to connect with. He saw him on the map, though. He is going to go for him. He is going to find that Thanatos. Pick off, kill. Good play. That's the smart one that you wanted to do right there. He was over by himself. Had nothing up. Get that final little kill for your team. Go grab some farm. Gold Fury spawning shortly. Pretty even team fight there. Honestly, only notes right there is really they need their Thoth to be back farther. They've got good frontline pressure coming out from Deathbringer. They're getting that Camazots in there. Their Xing Ten's peeling as best he can. They're going to need to get their Thothy boy to just stand back a little bit farther, chill out a little bit more, get himself in a little bit better position so he doesn't get killed so early. It's going to be hard against a Bacchus Jorm Rat. They've got a lot of potential to dive, but he's going to need to find himself behind the Xing Tian, the Camazots, etc. Needs to make sure he's just behind them, particularly if they don't know where wards are. But his damage is solid. He's getting good damage off. Gold Fury will probably be where this next fight breaks out. Although, if Deathbringer goes for the Gold Fury, Pressure might be able to try to sneak in a little Fire Giant play. Some pressure over here from the solo laners. Nothing crazy gonna matter yet. Apollo! Level 20 auto attacks on that Xing Chen, pounding him down to 33% health. Very good play right there. Ratatasker feeling pretty aggressive, ulting in. Not going to be able to find a connection. Thanatos ulted into the air, thinking he was going to have to peel. Not going to be able to get anything off that. Camazot's ulting so he doesn't get hit by that Scylla combo. Jorm ulting into the backline, getting some of those pools out on the floor. Ratatasker diving in too far by himself. Meanwhile, in left lane, if we pay attention, Cernanos is split pushing a tier 2, which means this is a 4v4 in the mid lane. Good shell coming out from that Xing Tian, but the Scylla going to be able to find the double ulti and the reset. Will Thoth be able to find the same? He will. Thoth finding a big ultimate himself. Not going to be enough to put anybody down, though. Too much sustain coming out. Bacchus barely missing that flop. Unfortunately, means he's not going to get that kill. Cerna now still pushing that left lane. They grab the kill. They're not going to be able to get a Phoenix themselves now, though. They lost that Apollo in the mid lane. So they're not going to be able to get a Phoenix there. They've lost all of their damage. Meanwhile, Jor stayed alive during the team fight, played it back far enough, defended the Phoenix, picked up 2 kills. Very nice. Bach is rotating over towards this Cern. They're trying to chase him out after he pushed all the way down. They're going to have a Scylla Bacchus here. This is going to be hard for the Cern unless he gets his dash back up quickly. Not going to have it up in time. Bacchus should be able to just dash in, lay it out. Scylla has that Polynomicon. You can see those auto attacks coming out, hitting really, really hard right there. Very, very hard. Player damage-wise, Thoth up to 21,000 damage. He was their savior at that tower in Phoenix right there. Good, solid ulti coming out onto multiple people. Scylla as well, keeping her damage number up. Big difference here. We see Camazot's up at 15k. Jorm a little bit lower, down at 12. But on the whole, we can see the majority of blue just putting out more pressure than red is right now in that damage department. Gold Fury and Fire Giant both still up. This game at 27 minutes, 22-18, barely in the favor of pressure, but very, very close. Absolutely nobody with a significant lead right now. Anybody's game is still a toss-up. Pressure going to be looking to snag a Gold Fury when nobody's paying attention. Looks like they'll probably have it. Camazotz knows that they're doing it. Might look for a little blink. Steely steal. Not going to be able to get in and steal it. Good attempt, though. They had the vision, but they weren't able to find anything. Meanwhile, on the right side of the map, they're going to be able to snag both the Gold Fury and the portal right there. Not a great situation for Rush Deathbringer. They needed to be paying a little bit more attention. They lost 2 objectives at once right there. They're going to be upset, looking for a pickoff. Camazotz misses his 2 onto Scylla, which might be problematic. Rat looking for an ulti in the backline. Ching Chad not going to find anything good with his ultimate. Scylla ulti will miss, though. Jorm going to go ahead and put him down. Camazotz in the backline getting a lot of damage onto Scylla. Thanatos going to wrap that up for him. Cern in the backline having some trouble with this Jorm. He Aegis and so he's staying alive. Jorm popping that Thorn, so Cern can't even fight him back if he wanted to. But a great route coming out for Thoth, keeping his ADC alive. Great play from Jor right there. Thanatos landing the silence onto Ratatasker mid-dash. Will Thoth be able to find the pickup onto him? He will not. The Ratatasker blink going to be just enough to get him away. Apollo looking for a pickoff here in the air, trying to find anybody low. He might go for that Thanatos. I don't know about landing on that Camazotz. Seems a bit risky. Bacchus, though, going to hear me casting from up above. Jump onto that Thanatos. That was too low to be standing near there. And Camazotz going to find himself put down. This Apollo is absolutely swinging. Thoth beads and dash down. Cern is back. Healed on up to help his friend. Bacchus isn't afraid, though. He's going to be going straight through to this Thoth. He knows that Beads is down. Now his Aegis is down. Bacchus going to find himself out of position, though. Cern putting him down. These hunters are hitting hard, ladies and gentlemen. Will he be able to reach him with a root? He will not be able to reach him with the root. Man, once again, a fairly even team fight. Most of the lead from pressure right now is the fact that they got those 2 objectives. Neither team going to find any more objectives off of that team fight, though. Wowzers. No real superstars right now. Apollo hitting really hard, 7 and 2. Both the mid laners doing a lot of damage. We see Scylla and Thoth doing quite a bit of damage from that mid lane. But sneaking a Fire Giant right now is pressure. This is going to be not a great call. This is the upgraded Fire Giant. It is very hard to kill. It's at half health. And Deathbringer knows. They've got their Thoth here. That's going to be a dead Ratatasker. He tried to ulti to get out in time. They're trying to commit to this Fire Giant. Scylla already popped her ulti, but now they're resetting off this. Scylla has to use it on Cern. Does land it on Cern. Thanatos popping into the backline. Going to get a free kill on Scylla. This Fire Giant has not reset yet. Red is trying to keep it. Aggroed big Thoth ulti. Going to find themselves a kill on Jorm. Apollo going to be going down as well. This Fire Giant already going to be able to keep it at 75% health. Big call mistake coming out from pressure to go for that Fire Giant. They thought they could burn it. The big Fire Giant was just too tanky. And Deathbringer's going to find themselves with the lead here going down towards this tier 2 tower. They've got the fire giant. They'll be able to pick up this tier 2 tower, getting themselves the first itty little bitty gold lead. For all intents and purposes, this game is even in terms of XP and gold. These teams are basically both fully level 20 minus 1 player. They may go straight for a Phoenix here. This is not a bad call at all. They don't have their Thanatos with them, so they need to keep that in mind. Bacchus jumping in to try to zone. Great idea from him. He's going to be able to get a good ultimate off. They're going for this Phoenix. It looks like they're going to be able to grab it, but they might lose some Fire Giants in the process. Phoenix is down, but so is Sunanos. Thanatos trying to make his rotation back into the fight. He's going to get it. They're going to use 2 ultis on the same target, though. Scylla's going to smash them with a crush. She lands the ultimate for a reset. She's looking for the Thoth. No, she's not. She's going back for the Xing 10. She won't land it. Thoth is actually diving in deeper into the Phoenix line. He thought he was dead no matter what. And even though they got a Phoenix, they're going to basically lose all of their Fire Giants here. Cern and Xing 10 both trying to get out of this as we follow along with this action. Apollo ultimate is not up. He won't be able to make it into this. They sacrificed 3 Fire Giants. They did get the Phoenix. It is unfortunately the least important Phoenix. That is the Phoenix on the Fire Giant side. You're really looking for the duo side Fire Giant. They thought they would be able to burn that fire before the team would be able to respawn and get into them, but unfortunately they were not able to do it. Not able to do it. Camazotz and Xing 10 will still have that Fire Giant buff onto them, so they can still utilize that. Gold Fury is spawning very soon. That'll probably be what we see the next action. Apollo split pushing that right tier 2. Good play. Good play. Getting himself a little bit of bonus gold for that team. Very safe while everybody was gone. Meanwhile, Camazot's going to try to get some pressure on this Gold Fury. They do have the Oracles, so there's no vision over this on right now. So they're just trying to get some pressure on this gold. 33 minutes into this game. 2K lead between them. Still even, ladies and gentlemen. What a fantastic quarterfinals match that we are having right now. They lock in that Gold Fury, bring up that gold a little bit. It was the Oni Fury, and it was right as a minion wave spawned, so they do have those red creeps coming down. They're getting grouped up over here on the duo side, so we're going to see them push in, most likely, with these bonus creeps. Once those red creeps get here, they're probably going to look for the action. Only Fire Giant on 2 people will be a little bit risky. Always hard to fight at the Fire Giants, yes. At Phoenixes here in Season 6. Very, very easy to throw. Very easy. Thoth's going to need to get some poke out in these fights probably before they full initiate. Bacchus is going to be looking to full initiate before they can get that poke off, most likely. You can see him starting to get poked right there. He's looking for an opportunity to go fully in. We got a little action over here, 1v1 in the mid lane. Camazotz is just looking for this mid T2 while they're waiting. He is going to get it, but Ratatasker is going to be ulting for that duo. Bacchus is going to find himself a nice double flop, but will he be out of position? Beads forced onto the Apollo from the Xing 10. Good Xing 10 ulti, but Xing 10 taking a lot of damage from the Scylla. Thanatos going up in the air looking for the Bacchus. Big ultimate in the backline from the Thoth. Going to take down the Ratatasker. Both of these teams finding themselves low. They couldn't get the Xing 10 though, ladies and gentlemen. He did live through that. Camazot's coming in. The Thoth that's going to be able to clean him out. This could be it. Camazot's going in all the way for the Scylla. Hitting the 1, hitting the 2. Scylla didn't get her ulti off. Only Jorm is left to tank. 5 people left on Rush. Deathbringer. And after all of the pressure that Pressure had in the early game, they could not turn it into a larger lead. And Rush, Deathbringer, ladies and gentlemen, Grand Moth, Zuzi, Awesome Jake 69, X-Jor, and Tomahawk will find themselves moving into the semifinals next week. What a great game from both teams. Excellent, excellent plays from both teams. What a game. Very good plays, some good calls, some bad calls, some throws, some comebacks. Very good. Look at this damage. 36,000 damage coming out from Thoth, folks. Very good play, but nice even damage. 24 on Scylla, 24 on Baby Tortoise. They had a nice, more even damage spread. Look at this. Even their support did 18,000 damage. Very, very good plays, though. Rush, Deathbringer, will be the victors of that one. Ladies and gentlemen, moving on to the quarterfinals. Very, very exciting day of games, folks. For those that maybe are just tuning in or that have been watching this on YouTube whenever this gets uploaded, remember that you too can play in these tournament games. All you have to do is be a Twitch sub and go ahead and look in the description if you're on YouTube on how to sign up. All these signups are in Discord. Or if you're on Twitch, you can type in !tournament and it'll bring up the command to go ahead and what you need to do. The tournament sign up page is in the Discord and you have to be a Twitch sub, ladies and gentlemen. Our next tournament day, folks, will be 1 week from now. Our tournament games will always start at 10 a.m. Eastern on Sundays. That way all regions will have times to be able to play. So we can go ahead, guys, and look at our updated bracket. Now that we know everybody that's won, insert team name versus Meh will be our first game next Sunday in the semifinals, with Rush, Deathbringer, and We Eat Boogers taking out Kill Secure, ladies and gentlemen, for that second semifinal game. We'll be watching both of those games next Sunday, starting at 10 a.m. Eastern, like I said, followed by the finals match. There won't be a third place match for this month. Maybe in future months we'll have a third place match with some sort of prizing for third. Not this month. And then we'll be watching the finals after these two semifinals. The finals are a best of 3. All the other games are best of 1s. Very exciting games, though, guys. Congratulations to everybody that played today. To everybody that won, congrats. To everybody that lost, that's okay. I hope you had fun. To all of our viewers that were out here today, I hope you guys enjoyed this tournament series. We're really looking forward to getting into this for this next year. Well, this year that we're in, 2020. It's something that we've been wanting to do for a while, that we had to work out the technicalities. So I'm very excited to bring a subscriber tournament to you guys on the month-to-month. Like I said, if you want to sign up for those, you absolutely can. Those will be on Sundays, 10 a.m. Eastern. You sign up in the Discord as long as you're a sub. To all of the mods that have been helping out get this tournament started, I know it was a lot of work between getting the teams organized and the priority role list and the flipping bracket and the updates and the picture, all the things that we needed. Everybody give a big thank you to the mods that are putting in a bunch of time to make this tournament series happen, ladies and gentlemen. Very, very exciting. We've all learned some things this day. I'm very excited for next Sunday as we delve deeper into this tournament and we get it all going. And I'm very excited for the future months as we continue